Can you remember a time when impending change made you apprehensive, resistant, or even afraid? Many of us resist change because it's often uncomfortable, messy, and fraught with uncertainty. Think back to the last time you moved house, invested your money, or started a new job, for instance. It's no different when you're rolling out a new strategy in your organisation. You're always going to face some type of opposition, as change can be tough, and people have to put their trust in something unknown. The barriers you might come up against when introducing strategy can be summed up as the 4 hurdles to strategy execution from Kim and Marborne's work on the Blue Ocean strategy. These 4 hurdles are the cognitive hurdle. This involves people actively resisting the change. You'll often hear people say, if it's still working, why do we have to change it? While the status quo might be comfortable, change is often necessary to secure an organisation's future. With this hurdle, help people understand why the changes are necessary. You have to gently change their mindset so that they see the benefits of the proposed strategy. Make sure you point out why it's good for the individual as well as the business, as in what's in it for them. The resource hurdle. This points to people believing that there may not be enough funds or resources available right now to execute the strategy completely. They see this as a blocker. In this case, it's much better to identify the key priorities and invest in those first. This puts the funds where the greatest benefits will be. It's a matter of looking for the quick wins to build momentum and get some traction fast. The motivational hurdle is a tricky one. If people are not motivated enough to move quickly on the new strategy, especially if they're key players, use your influence to get them on board. Paint the picture of what success looks like and work on getting people's commitment. Give clear directions and let each person know which aspect they're responsible for so that they can own it. Breaking the strategy down into actionable parts reduces the potential for demotivation as a result of overwhelm. Now, the political hurdle is all about counteracting opposition. As I mentioned, people are often resistant to change because they believe the impact will be negative. Challenging this opposition early is key, as it can create a toxic undercurrent if left unchallenged and compromise efforts to get the strategy up and running. Put yourself in the shoes of the stakeholders and work out how the new strategy will impact each one in a positive way. Also, preempt the opposition so you can put strategies in place early to work through these challenges. When presenting a new strategy, get on the front foot and be ready with a proactive response to each of these hurdles, because change is always going to be met with some friction and unease, even if temporary. And demonstrating an awareness of this as a leader is just as important as the strategy itself.